Hello everyone, we are glad to have you back. While enjoyable, Reacher Season 2 is missing some of the key elements that made Season 1 so fantastic. Despite taking some artistic license, Reacher Season 2 stays true to its original material, much like Season 1. It also takes on a narrative structure like to that of Season 1, in which Jack Reacher somehow gets into trouble and finds himself at the center of a massive conspiracy before he realizes it. Remarkably, a number of the season characters from Reacher return in Season 2. It is not surprised that Reacher Season 2 is receiving excellent reviews from reviewers and audiences alike, considering how it builds on the positive aspects of its predecessor while making an effort to offer something fresh. But Reacher Season 2 does seem to be lacking some of the things that made Season 1 so enjoyable, despite all of its positive aspects. By no means is Season 2 of Lee Child's Bad Luck and Trouble a poor adaptation. It simply lacks the intensity and character development of Season 1, which made it so captivating for viewers. Reacher seemed like a large fish in a tiny pond when he first arrived in Margrave during the first season of the Amazon series. He was immediately recognizable as the primary character due to his enormous stature and larger-than-life personality. Because of this, the show was able to portray his powerful presence without resorting to exaggerated portrayals of his exploits. Reacher finds himself in the center of a larger conspiracy in a larger metropolis in Season 2, an attempt to up the stakes for his escapades. Unfortunately, this strategy backfires since it diminishes Jack Reacher's uniqueness and makes the show appear like any other action, espionage TV show. Reacher was a huge fish in Season 1, but in Season 2, with all the tall skyscrapers and formidable enemies, he seems less unique. The setting of Season 2 also seems to push the boundaries of credulity by showing all the illegal activities that Reacher and his group are able to escape punishment for. Reacher only needed to build strong ties with the local police in Margrave, a tiny town with a tight-knit community, to be able to get away with using his aggressive, unorthodox investigation techniques. It's entertaining to watch him and his group engage in cowboy issues in Season 2, but it's difficult to ignore the question of why law enforcement isn't keeping an eye on them for their vigilante activities. Even while it seems sense that the second season of the program had to find a way to make Reacher's universe larger and his crime-solving missions more urgent, the NYC location of the second season just makes him look less mysterious than his counterpart from Season 1. The first conflict in Reacher Season 1 was centered on the main character's difficulties getting along with Margrave's law enforcement. It took Roscoe and Finlay some time to adjust to Reacher's ways, even after they discovered he wasn't the one who killed the pivotal figure. Before the three characters could function as a cohesive unit, they had to go through the complete storming, norming, and conforming process. Additionally, there were other instances in Reacher Season 1 where the main character faced the enemy forces alone. He was far out of his comfort zone after this. In contrast, Reacher appears much more at ease in Season 2 since he is not only collaborating with people he knows but also has a better understanding of how to utilize his urban environs in order to solve the main mystery. His techniques, while controversial in Margrave, are hardly out of the ordinary in New York City. Reacher is constantly surrounded by his old teammates. Therefore, he also doesn't seem to experience the loneliness he did in Season 1. Reacher Season 2 does a fantastic job of showing how the main character's lifestyle decisions have cost him a lot, but it is unable to capture the thrill of discovery he experienced upon arriving in Margrave. It's reasonable to argue that Reacher Season 2 was placed in an unwinnable situation, since that would have rendered the plot of Season 1 redundant. It was not given the opportunity to follow the same route. It's also not worked out so well to sow new narrative seeds rather than water the old ones, as the setting and character dynamics of Season 2 reveal. As a result, in Season 3, Amazon's Reacher needs to find a fresh approach to the story that avoids both copying and trying to be as conventional and predictable as in Season 2. Luckily, there are a ton of places and plots in Lee Child's novels that could easily bring back the originality that Reacher Season 1 established. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.